Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily Reiki micro session. This is a micro session because it's only 5 minutes long, where a regular session with me 1 hour. So the Reiki micro session is just enough to give you a taste of Reiki to kind of decide if this is something or not. After we do the Reiki micro session, then we'll follow that up with 5 minutes of questions where you can ask whatever's on your mind or on your heart. If we have too many people in the room to where I can't answer everybody's question within 5 minutes, then mode. And so if you want to do a super chat for a question at that point, then I'll stick around a little bit longer. We'll see what happens. We may not even get to that point. We may get everybody's questions covered in 5 minutes. Anyway, for those of you who don't know what Reiki is, it is an energetic healing modality. It is useful for physical healing, for emotional healing, for mental healing, and even for financial healing and relationship healing. So Reiki can be used for a lot of things. I am setting the intention today for financial abundance and for whatever is for your highest and best good aside from that as well, for all of you who are viewing this video, because this is an energetic healing modality and it does involve energy. It's not limited by time or by space. That's why I can be here where I am, and you can be wherever you might happen to be in the world and still receive great benefit from this. And that is also why you can watch this video after it's technically over, it's no longer live, and still get great benefit from it as well. So I think we've said everything we need to say. Let's go ahead and get this Reiki started, shall we? All right, so we're starting Reiki at 28 after the hour. That means we'll finish up at 33 after the hour. Good morning, Miss Angela. What are you using your Reiki for? Oh, I forgot to say, if you want to adjust your intentions on the Reiki to something that suits you better, feel free. Universal love, good morning, good morning, good morning, my dear. Welcome, welcome. How are you? Shakoya, hello, hello. Glad you're here. Michael Brotzman, hello. Welcome back. Roderick, welcome back. Namaste, namaste. Oh, you changed your picture. Just made it in time, he says. Ah, well, we shall accompany you then. Just consider that your kitchen is filling up with energies as you're making and eating your breakfast. We'll all join you. Universal love, abundance, financial stability, and inner peace. Those are some fantastic intentions. Hello there, Gabby. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're in the house. I kind of figured that might be a typo. It did make me think of in the house, though. Gabby Chavez in the house. Well, we're glad you've done that. We've got 3 minutes of Reiki. May as well stick around at least until that's over. Coffee's hot and there's plenty. All right. La da 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 da. 3 more minutes of Reiki. Good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm a big believer in Reiki, guys. I'll tell you, I'm a Reiki fanatic. When I first took my first Reiki class, I took it straight up for curiosity's sake, just to see if it was even for real or not. One of the things they taught me at that first class was that it's very important to do Reiki for yourself. So I started doing Reiki for myself every day, and pretty soon I was like, oh my gosh, I have to be able to offer this to all my clients. This is so amazing. It made that big of a difference in my life. Hello, hello, Cheryl. Oh, glad to see you in the room, my dear. Woot, woot. The crowd's getting bigger. Michael, I think you're going to have to put on more coffee. Michael is making and eating breakfast while we're doing this. I told him we're all accompanying. Just you should picture his kitchen getting all crowded with all of our energies. We're all here. 2 more minutes of Reiki. Thanksgiving is over. It's okay if I hum Christmas songs now, right? I do it year long, but it's okay now. One more minute of Reiki. Woot woot. It can be. Reiki affects people different ways. Some people get an energy boost. Some people just need a nap. I've had people tell me they felt tickled, they felt warmth, they felt cold, they felt prickles, they felt numbness. They've had one lady say she felt me walk right through her. It's different for everyone. I'm the same way. I like a big country kitchen where you've got a nice big table right in the middle of the kitchen and everybody can sit around and talk while they help snap the green beans. Angela Luke's, you're a little early, my dear. Are you using Reiki for weight control, Michael? Some people do. I do, and then when I'm doing good on weight control, I quit doing Reiki for it, and then I realize I need to do Reiki for it again. It'll be nice when I get past that tipping point where it's really just a done deal. As she slurps on her non-diet soda. All right, guys, that's the end of Reiki. Let me wrap this up. And I'm going to set the timer. We've got 5 minutes to answer questions for free. After that, if you still want me to answer a question I didn't get to you yet, then if you put a super chat, I'll stick around. But we'll do 5 at no charge. 5 minutes. Gracie G. Hey, welcome. You're just in time for questions, my friend. How are your honeybees doing? You have snapped a green bean or two? I bet. If you snap one or two, you've probably snapped 1 or 2,000 gallons. Okay, is the Darjeeling still on Earth and okay? Is Jillian still in the original form that Angela knew? I think it's a him to be. When she last saw him, is he still in that form and animating that body? La da 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 la da 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 da. Ooh, Angela. Aww. Okay, first of all, I'm going to tell you, I don't believe he is still as here as Jillian. I do think that he is in between lives right now, and I do expect that he's coming back. Coming back. But you would not recognize him when he comes back. All right? Because he won't look like Jillian at all. All right, let's see. Who's next? Shakoya. Message from Spirit for Shakoya for today. What would you like Miss Shakoya to know about today? Best advice for Shakoya today. La da 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 da. Okay, Miss Shakoya. General advice here, really. 3 of Cups showing up in reverse when somebody stabs you in the back. 8 of Cups in reverse, and you walk back to them. Guess what happens? 10 of Cups in reverse. You end up not very happy. In other words, if you're going to walk back to somebody who's already stabbed you in the back, be prepared. There will be consequences. Think about it. All right, that was Shakoya. Gracie G trying to get her sister in here. Oh, yay, that'll be fun. Gabby sending love to Angela. Universe love, what path should I take career-wise? What can you show me from his universe love as far as career path? I know you know what she's thinking in her mind. Help her to give me cards so that I can see the message that will bring her clarity. What's advice for career path? Ooh, baby, baby. This talks about research, detective work, digging for information. Oh, Six of Wands in reverse. Up, wrong sign. King of Wands. Can you tell I'm like processing and searching around for this message as I hold up these cards? Oh, this is interesting. This is easy. Okay. You've been digging for information about what to do in your career path, but you haven't come up with a nice solid answer that you can settle with yet. Now it's time to be the creator of your future. Now it's time to be creative. Now it's time to decide for yourself. Basically, Spirit's saying quit looking for the signs and just do what you want to do. Create your career path. Make that career path that you want. A wands person is generally somebody who is an entrepreneur. They're doing things on their own. They're doing things that they decide to do. This is Spirit saying, don't let somebody else tell you what your career is. You do what you want to do. Quit being afraid of what you want to do. That's the other thing I'm picking up about you, honey bunny, is that what you want to do, you're afraid of it. Stop being afraid of it. Just take one step at a time and start walking towards it. It's a path. It's a path. It's not a destination that you're trying to jump onto straight up out of nowhere. It's a path. You walk towards it. Okay, I hope that makes sense for you. Let's see. Gracie G from G-Town. What's a super chat is where you hit the $ at the bottom and you're allowed to give money to support me or whoever is the host or hostess on a channel. Let's see. Thank you for asking that, Gracie. I realize I know that. I wasn't thinking maybe people don't know what that is. La da da da. Any stimulus package coming in December. You know, I was thinking we would have one by November 21st, I think, when I did that last reading. I was thinking about that the other day, like that has not happened yet. Energy does shift. When somebody changes their free will, that can change anything. Any stimulus package coming in December. We are asking about for the U.S., right, Cheryl? Because I know you're not from the U.S. I would say no. Not in December. Interesting, though, the first card I have coming up here is the Four of Wands. This talks about, this talks about homecoming, basically. Oh, wow. Thank you, universe. This talks about homecoming. What's the homecoming? Ooh, I know what this is. This is about medicines getting into the nursing homes. Seven of Swords. This is great strategy, but it's in reverse. People are not strategizing about a stimulus package. Ace of Cups in reverse. Something's going on where people have seen the true colors of some situation. What is this about? What is this about? Someone has shown their true colors. Something is going on that's gonna, I don't know exactly what this is. I think we're gonna expand that a little bit, actually, Cheryl. Give me a second, though. I want to run through the rest of this. We've got the Tower. So when somebody shows the true colors, we have the Tower showing up. So the stimulus package is getting blown all to Toledo, man. Just saying Toledo because it's a family-friendly channel. Five of Pentacles in reverse. And this is people getting over it. People getting over it. I don't think people are going to really, it's going to be a disappointment, but I don't think people are really going to mind that we don't have the stimulus package. So tell me about this showing of true colors. Does that mean our economy is kicking butt so awesomely that we don't need a stimulus package? Nope. Got strength in reverse on that question. There's a decision. I want to know more about this true colors. We're going to get the Lenormand. Look what you stirred up, Cheryl. Look what you stirred up. Now I can't let go of this question. Tell me about those true colors. It is about a person. That surprises me. Oh, it's more than one person. Oh, it's a lot of people. I have so many people. I have almost every person card already out of this Lenormand deck, and there's like, I've got 4 person cards here. Okay, so showing the true colors. This involves multiple people. This does involve communication, and this does involve government, definitely. Basically, we've got 2 factions that are blocking each other. And people are trying to send messages. Yeah, this is messages that are blocking. These are also sneaky messages. These are messages after dark. So to me, this comes up as something that is actually kind of sneaky. I really don't have my sneakiness card, but after dark, we're not even talking about messages in office hours. So this is like behind the scenes activity that's going on where people are trying to block each other. So December, no, I don't see it. I can't say that I see it. I still see political baloney happening. It basically looks like we have, it's always been kind of Trump and Pelosi sort of nose to nose on this. We've got men against women showing up in the cards on this. So I'm going to say we've got Trump and Pelosi, still having their little pissing contest. I don't see it happening. Okay. So that was for Cheryl. Well, let's see. Universe Love, I already answered your question. Thank you for that super chat. That was wonderful. Who asked me the question about the super chat? Gracie G, that's a perfect example of a super chat. What Universe Love did there with the $24.99. Let's see. What is your destiny, Roderick? Okay, let's do a little bit of counseling. That is kind of a good question because there's a lot of people that want to know what is their destiny. Here's what I have learned about destiny, and this is just my opinion, so you can take it or leave it. But I think that if Sacred Spirit told us our whole destiny right at once, we would choke. We would choke and we would run the other direction as far and fast as we could. That's just what I think, honestly. I think we get fed our destiny like one little bite at a time. One little bite at a time. And so we're gradually fulfilling more and more of our destiny, one little bite at a time. So I think, to be honest with you, I think that we never really know our full destiny until we start looking back in retrospect. So for an example, like, I know now that my calling is to be a psychic, and I believe that firmly. And I know calling is more of a religious term, but I believe that that's what I'm here to do on earth, that that's how I'm meant to help people between the psychic stuff and the Reiki stuff, and especially teaching Reiki to people. But it took a lot for me to get to the point. Like, I didn't even start doing the psychic work until I was 41, 42, something like that. I didn't even realize I was a psychic till I was 41. Okay. But I had a lot of other jobs. And when I look back in retrospect, I can see how each one of those jobs impacted my experiences so that I would be better at doing this. I would be better at communicating with people. I used to be extremely shy, so shy that every time I talked to people, I would blush literally. And I've done a couple of multi-level companies. Well, I've done a bunch of them. I get sucked in by those. I've probably done about 5 of them. And that forced me to come out of my shyness. I've done a lot of direct sales. I've done telemarketing, so I've been forced to use my voice. I've been forced to talk to people. My first job was at a Kroger grocery store, and they made me get over the loudspeaker and say that we had chicken on sale for $5.99 for 8 pieces. So all of that stuff contributed to me being able to go on camera and to be able to put my voice out to the world. I heard a preacher one time talking about something similar, and he said, if you're in Massachusetts and you want to drive to California, do you see the whole route in front of your eyes? Okay, so my connection went unstable. I waited for it. I hope you guys can hear me now. But what I'm trying to say is I had a preacher one time that explained it in a sermon that I heard. And he said, if you're in Massachusetts and you're going to California, do you see the whole road in front of your eyes? No. You just see what you need to see up to the horizon. And as you keep going, the horizon changes. I think it's like that with our destiny and with our life path as well. And just one bite, one step at a time. Okay, let's see. What else can we look at here? Oh, thank you, thank you. Tammy Bambi, is that you? Yes, it's your face. Thank you. I haven't even seen your question yet. I'll have to work my way down to it. Jillian was a she. I was confused. I couldn't remember. I knew. Oh, here's Tammy's question. Is Tammy's best friend talking to her ex about me? Ooh, that just makes me mad even thinking about it. Is Tammy's best friend talking to her ex about her? Is she? I'm assuming it's a she. I would say that she's not. What I will tell you is that your best friend has spent quite an amount of time not saying anything to this person. And I think that now they're talking. I just don't see them as talking about you. And I don't see those conversations as being very easy ones. Okay, so they're talking, but for a long time there was quiet. Now they're talking. So they're starting to heal their own particular relationship. Thank you, Mr. Michael. If you're still here, appreciate you being here. Roger, namaste. I just, oh, you're quite welcome, Universe Love. Michael Brotzman, 2 months. Are you talking about the stimulus? You're in North Hollywood. I don't know why, for some reason, I had placed you in Ireland. I'm just messing up all kinds of things about you. First, I thought you were a female. Then I thought you were in a completely different country. Well, you know what we say out here in the rest of the United States anyway, is that California is its own entity. But no, seriously, I was thinking you were in Ireland. Well, chocolate does help self-medicate for some people. You're quite welcome, Roderick. Talking about the life destiny being one bite at a time. Okay, let's see. I knew she was a poodle, definitely. You're quite welcome, Roderick. Is that... I haven't looked at the astrology for something like that. I'm not even sure what I would look for to find it. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't really have them talking about you. I think that, yeah, I think that relationship is healing. I think that it was not in a good space for a while, is what it looked like to me. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you definitely for the super chats. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Thank you for sharing this video with others who may benefit from it, especially from the Reiki. And of course, thank you to all of you who are getting private readings and private Reiki sessions. It is because of all of you guys' support at every single level that I'm able to do what I love to do for my life. Everybody have a wonderful day. And if I don't see you here for a private session, then I'll see you all back on the next video. Peace out.